Hello and welcome to a very special episode of Funbearable. I'm Brad Rohr.
And I'm Chuck Staten.
And we are going to play a panel that was done at Rhode Island Comic Con 2025 with the cast of Christmas Vacation.
That's absolutely right. Brad moderated this panel at Rhode Island Comic Con, like he said, and we're very excited for it.
Yes.
If you enjoy the show, if it's the first time you're watching it, please like, comment, subscribe. We really appreciate that. It's a big help. And we do have a Patreon. It's a donation Patreon for the show. Starts at $2.50. And you get access to the back catalog of the podcast that led to Funbearable.
Yes.
Which can be found nowhere else.
Right.
But please enjoy that panel.
Hello, friends! Rhode Island Comic Con. Thank you so much for coming out today to support a piece of art that you love. That means so much to all of us. Let's talk Christmas Vacation. You guys ready for some Christmas Vacation chat? Bringing out first, you know her as Audrey, Juliette Lewis.
I got you. There you go.
Oh my God, sorry.
Yeah.
I had to bring my liquids. Hi.
Perfect. Next up, we have cousin Eddie, Randy Quaid.
Over here.
Right there, my friend. The matriarch of the Griswold clan,
Made it. We're here.
Beverly D'Angelo.
Yay.
You may know him as Sparky or Clark. Please put those paws together for Chevy Chase.
Who's the one who's screaming?
Part of my childhood. Thank you so much.
Okay. I guess it's fair. Oh, what the heck happened?
Picture of with my dad.
Hi, everybody. I'm glad we could be here. Beverly can't speak today.
He always does this. He
Oh,
doesn't.
there she is. Oh.
He doesn't want me to speak.
Folks,
my girl.
a quick question for the audience. How many people here watching National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation is an essential part of your holiday experience? Clap your hands, make some noise. With that, my first question for our esteemed panel is, how does it feel to see and hear something like that, to be such an important part of a holiday for so many people?
Who are you talking to?
The esteemed panelists.
Steve?
Yep. All of you.
We're esteemed.
I think
Chevy, you could do.
we're all grateful. I'm really grateful. And
What the heck happened? What?
Steve panelist.
Steve who?
esteemed panelists, and we all are really, really grateful.
Oh.
We feel the love.
Oh, yeah,
and,
yeah.
And we feel it for you. That's why we're here.
I couldn't understand. I got it now. I'm 82, okay?
I always think it's a
Yeah.
Well, I'll answer. I couldn't believe it. I was 15.
Right.
And so you never can predict these things ever. And so it's really remarkable when families tell me I'm with them for the holidays. And I can't believe it. I'm delighted by it. This is my forever movie family right here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Forever and ever.
You know, it's my family movie, too. I mean, my movie family, too.
Yes.
My family movie, too. It's my movie family, too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nailed it.
You mean this particular family?
Yes.
Oh, no, I was, forget it. I'm thinking of another movie. You lovers. What a crowd.
Yeah, moving right along.
Yeah, you have to ask questions or
Absolutely.
really there's nowhere to go.
At what point in the process did you realize that you were making something special? Was it when you read the script? Was it when you saw, at what point were you like, oh, we're on to something here?
Oh, yeah.
You mean while we were shooting it?
Either before, while you were shooting it, when you saw it, the finished product.
When I got the first check,
Yep.
I knew something amazing was about to happen.
You're on to something there.
No, actually, I don't think we make that much money off this, but we love doing this. What was the question again?
The question was, did we ever have that moment of thinking, oh, we're doing something really special right now?
Yeah.
And I didn't. I
never.
didn't. I had no idea that the Griswolds would be so dear to everybody for so long, and that you all identified with at least one character, either as a kid or as a mom or a dad or as Cousin Eddie.
Well, for me, it was when I went to the theater, and I believe it was the night it opened, and I always like to see a movie that I did like with a regular audience and to see how they react to it. And I was sitting in the back, and there were two women in front of me, or I think a woman and her husband. And when I came onto the screen, people started laughing. And she said to her husband, "Did you see the dickie? Do you see the dickie?" So that was for me. I knew that we had something special then.
I do remember. I remember the Dickie because Randy's an Academy Award nominee. And so is Juliette.
Yes,
actually. So, but
I got
Randy showed up, and Chevy's gotten 5 Emmys. Randy showed up, and this white sweater with the black Dickie underneath it, and he pointed it out. He knew exactly what he was doing. It was just so great. Really, such a great little touch. I was talking about Randy's...
Talking about my dickie.
Oh, yeah, your Dickie.
Yeah. I still got it.
That's unusual, but I'm glad to hear it.
I did not know he was talking about a sweater.
Yeah.
I thought, what is happening?
Right.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
That's great.
You go ahead. We're just talking.
You go ahead.
What scene or scenes were the most fun to film, and maybe conversely, which scene or scenes were the most challenging to film? Most fun, most challenging to film.
My favorite part of the movie
Uh-huh.
is where I say, "No, she's ugly."
No, they're talking about Christmas Vacation.
Christmas Vacation.
Oh,
Sorry.
the different
That was
movie.
the first
Yep.
one, yeah.
I'm sorry. That was the first movie
Yeah.
when I said, "No, she's ugly."
Yeah.
And I was talking about Christy Brinkley.
Right.
Yeah. The second movie, Christmas Vacation, my favorite scene.
That was the third movie.
What
wasn't
about
it?
Well, it was the third one.
What
Which one?
There's been a
about...
few.
I
You
liked your line in European Vacation when you say, "Where's Eddie?"
You ass.
There was there's a scene in Christmas Vacation, and Ellen and Clark are in bed, and it's the night before everybody starts to come. Ellen's kind of worried. Clark is not so worried, and Ellen is reading a magazine, or you're reading. I can't remember, but anyway. We get to that scene.
Who was eating?
I can't remember which one of us. We were lying in bed. I can't remember who had the magazine. Or
I did.
maybe we both.
I was reading People magazine.
Yeah, I think we both had magazines. Yeah. And Chevy said, brilliant thing. He said, I'm going to do this like my fingers are sticky from the sap of the tree.
Yeah.
Remembering that preceding this in the film, he'd been dealing with the tree. So that was all. There's nothing sticky on his hands. He
Wow.
did that, got it tangled in my hair and everything, and that's a little behind the scenes on his acting ability and how funny he really is.
Wow.
That's great. Okay, thank you, everybody. Oh, I'm sorry. Next question.
Sure. I didn't know if Randy or Juliette, if you had scenes that were fun to film or scenes that were challenging to film that stuck out in your minds.
Well, it's always challenging when you get in front of the camera.
Yeah.
But we had, I guess the biggest challenge really was Chevy, you know, because he's challenging. You got to be on your game when you're working with Chevy, with any of these wonderful actors that we are so blessed to be associated with in this movie. I mean, this movie really has a nice pedigree and a nice legacy to it.
Chevy is the reason
You doing
that the
a
vacation
Norelco
movie.
commercial? What are you?
Chevy is the reason that this whole vacation franchise exists.
That's true.
And he's got his own gravity, and we're all beneficiaries of that. So, challenging or exciting, they're kind of flip sides of
This
the
must
same
be from his-
multifaceted cord.
But enough about me.
Juliette, did anything stick out in your mind
Well,
from the
we
filming of that?
filmed in Colorado.
Yeah.
Because what was funny is we were filming on a lot at Universal Studios. Was that, or Warner Brothers? I don't know.
Warner Brothers.
Thank you.
Paramount.
Oh, God, I should
Yeah.
get it right.
Yeah.
We were at Paramount. Where
Well,
were
you know,
we?
they're all folding in on each
Yeah.
other now. But that was Warner Brothers. We were on a lot. And so it was pretend snow everywhere. And then, so to do the outside, real snow stuff was the first time I was freezing on a set.
Yeah.
And that was in Colorado. And we had a tent with little heaters. That was fun in between. Yeah, so it wasn't a stretch when I did say my eyes are frozen.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't have to act that cold.
Nice.
That's right. Are you happy? Yeah, Audrey's frozen from the waist down.
Yeah.
Next question is, how much improvising happened on set? You're working from, I imagine, a pretty strong script, but how much did you add to it?
You know, I'll tell you something.
Yes, please.
Now that you asked me,
Yes.
I improvise all the time.
Yes.
I mean, the thing about good comedy, I think, is that people, that the actors are able to improvise and know how and enjoy it. And I think the serious films are much more to the script.
Right.
You know, but comedic films, if you get people to laugh, that's the best part.
Yes.
And so why not make anything into something that might cause laughter? You know, basically that's my view.
All right.
That'll be $40. Thank you. Pass it right down here. Thank you.
Checks in the mail.
You know, Chevy would always come up with little things like, what about this, little twist. I don't agree with him that it's, I'm kind of more of the school that, you know, dying is easy, comedy's hard.
Yeah.
And also, there's a lot of improvisation that goes on in any vibe, any tone, whether it's drama or comedy. For me,
Yeah.
is he making faces at me?
It's continuing
But
the
he
shaving
would
bit.
always come up with like a little take on things, a little this or that, and he even had some comedy rules that he gave me.
Yep.
And so, I mean, it's pretty fascinating.
Nice.
He knows what he does. He knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
Awesome. Randy, Juliette, any
How
improvising?
much was improvised between you and
Improvise?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
feel like Eddie was.
We had the kiss thing, Randy. Remember?
so-
Do we have kissing in that?
No. Remember we worked out that thing on the first.
Oh yeah, when we
We always had a
would do
thing
that.
with cousin Eddie
yeah,
and Ellen.
and we did it in the
We
original
did it in all of them.
vacation.
Yeah.
We did it in all of them.
Whenever we show up at the house for the first time, and it's
Any
so
greeting.
Good to see you again.
And-
Let's do our hug. Come here. We would go like.
So photo op.
Oh, Ellen. Oh.
We started that on the first one, and we did persevere. kept that.
I get that in real life with Beverly. I try to hug her. She's, get off me.
I love my Chev.
Awesome. For all of you, did you have any input into your characters or the direction of the movie? I know you said that Chevy is kind of the linchpin that drives this, but anybody,
The biggest input that I had, and it happened every time we had a different costume designer. When we did the first one, Chevy's like the quintessential preppy guy, and I really wanted to have that for Ellen and try to keep that like traditional time. I don't want to say timeless, but just something that wasn't trendy.
Right.
And when we came to do Christmas Vacation, fantastic costume designer Michael Kaplan, he'd done Flashdance and all kinds of really contemporary things that would start trends from the movies that he designed. And he said, I've got it. Ellen's going to be in little Angora sweaters and capri pants and kitten heels and stuff. And I went, nope. And really felt like a bore about it. But I'm glad, because I think that's one of the things that gives you a timelessness,
Right.
that kind of, and that came from Chevy, just trying to, like, what would I dress like if I was married to him, kind of.
Yeah. I'll say, well-costumed film. He did a good job. So.
Any mail for me?
Randy, any input on Cousin Eddie's evolution from the first film into this one, or?
Oh, tell him about the.
That.
Yeah. That's a good one. Something that inspired.
I kind of patterned this. I used to work at Baskin Robbins.
You grew up in Texas.
And I had a manager, the store manager, who always used to go, well, I'm going to go out and have some lunch. He'd be going out to get yeah, well, he had it in his car. I'm going to go out there. And he had a girlfriend, too,
But remember, he got arrested because the ice cream had melted. And the ice cream had melted, and he refroze it.
Had melted.
And he went before the judge, and he did that.
Yeah, and he went, that's right. That's how it happened.
That's right.
Ask me something, will you?
This is a good one. It's a good one.
This is brilliant, though. I never knew
want
this
me to tell
backstory.
We went to, he said, well, I'll be back. Whenever he left the ice cream store, he would say, well, I'll be back in 2 shakes. So I kind of got that from him, And then he got busted by the health department and had to go to court, and he wanted me to go with him as a witness because I was the one that signed the warrant, I guess. And so we went up to court, and the judge says, he went up before the judge, and the judge says, well, you got a dirty store. How do you plead? And he says, well, guilty, I guess. So
So we always did that little.
it just kind of stuck
I
with
love
me.
that.
I don't know.
I love that.
I think the white shoes helped you, too.
Those white shoes.
Those white
the
shoes,
white
that
shoes
made
for
a
Cousin
big
Eddie.
difference, in my opinion, of him.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I love those white.
In fact, you remarked on
That's
how...
very correct of you.
You remarked on how much that you knew that I liked those.
Yeah.
And you got me a pair.
So I got you a pair, too.
Yeah.
They're a dumb movie.
You were playing tennis then,
This
weren't
is
you?
the most fun I've had making a movie with these guys. I mean, just endless fun. Boy, don't you wish you were an actor now? Yeah, no. Yeah.
The Griswold kids change in each successive vacation film. What was it like working with new, kid actors, and what was it like coming into an established cast?
Juliette,
Why do you
there was
answer every
never
time,
any
Beverly?
question that when Juliette was cast and arrived, that she was our shining star forever. There was never any question about that.
I agree.
And that's exceptional from everybody, and it's true. She was just a magical. I actually met her when she was 2, but you might not remember. But she was a magical, brilliant, creature that was just like her own force field, and that was really, really special. And then
Thank you,
Johnny
Beverly.
Galecki, who was the world's nicest young man, Big Bang Theory and all that kind of stuff. So, but Juliette was the exceptional standout of all of the kids.
Oh, please. Thank you so much. This was a big deal for me. It was a big job, and I was just learning. I was there to learn.
Yeah.
So I did not improvise. I just wanted to do my part and not mess up, and that's what you do initially, and then you hopefully become a bit more adventurous. But I was just, this gave me so much experience. And I was a huge fan of the vacation movies.
But
so.
I think you were living on your own. You were emancipated too.
Well,
You
during
two
that
talked
time.
to each
So
other
here
for
she
a
was.
while.
So,
Say it again?
but here she was. I think you were 15.
well, my dad is a character actor, and Beverly actually worked with my dad.
Well, on
So
my
I found
first
that very
movie-
comforting. Isn't that cool?
On one of my first movies, when I was 23, and all I was thinking about was, don't fuck up.
Isn't that amazing?
Yeah.
A full circle moment, because she worked with my dad, one of her
But
first
the
films.
thing is, what I
And
remember,
Clint Eastwood.
you were emancipated at the time. I think you were living on your own. So here was this 15-year-old girl who was carrying this thing in a way that she didn't even know, and on her own. I mean, it was really exceptional.
Thank you. There was a whole thing going on as we were chatting. Thank you.
Sure was.
We're here.
Ask me something.
Absolutely. How do you personally relate to the idea of a family coming together at the holidays?
Yes.
Ask Randy.
Okay, Randy.
I tell you what, we all have families. We all come together on Christmas for God knows what reason, but presents and money. That's
Yes.
what it is. That's what I learned early on. I'll get $50 from my grandparents for Christmas. That was I realized early on that if you had money, like $50,
Right.
that's a big Christmas.
Yes.
And you could buy presents for everybody else in the family. So I asked for my $50 about 2 days before.
That's thinking.
Go out and buy presents for everybody else in the family. Isn't that a nice thing?
Yep. Everyone's going to adopt that strategy this year.
Huh?
Was it a true story?
No. And is anything you said true? We're actors up here. We'll just say whatever we think makes us look good.
Selective.
All right, Chevy Chase. Nice to see you.
Anybody else thoughts on the idea of family and coming together?
Ask Randy.
Randy, specifically. I hear you have a
That
lot
is
to
the
say.
glue, right? I mean, the thing about this movie and this whole franchise really is and especially Christmas Vacation, is the family. I mean, the movie is like a gift that, like the jelly jars or whatever it is, the keeps on giving.
Yep.
Yeah. And families like pass it down to the next generation.
Yep.
And I mean, I get people that are 80 years old or like a little younger than Chevy, and sorry, and I get like 5-year-old, 10-year-old, and they all like love this movie, and it's really special, and I'm so glad I was blessed to be a part of it.
Well, you're not going to be a part of it again, Randy, because we have a new Randy coming in.
Yes.
Oh God.
No, nobody will ever replace you, my friend.
That's true.
You are the best.
We did lose someone this week, and she played your mother.
Imogene Coco.
Diane Ladd, yeah.
Imogene Coco, not a mother.
She just passed. That's a shame. You know that Diane was 89, I think, when she passed. I'm 82, so she was just 7 years older than me as a mother.
She was
in that
she
vacation.
played Aunt Edna, And
Yeah.
she was born in 1908. So when we did that first vacation, she was 72.
Yeah.
And she was, speaking of like comedy, she had some stuff.
Oh, yeah.
She had she said, oh, we always used to do this on the Caesar show. Oh, come on, with your foot in your hand.
Right.
Remember that scene where you asked Clark for a loan?
Right.
And, well, I don't want to ask you. So just ask him, Eddie, like that. But she was really brilliant. She was really something you got to look up on Wikipedia. But she was Ellen's Aunt Edna,
Right.
not a mom.
And Imogene.
Imogene was
Yeah.
Aunt Edna, yeah.
All the in-laws were these legendary actors. Talk about improv. They're who filled those scenes up with those dinner table scenes, and when they all arrive, that was pretty neat.
It was great. Great work. I guess final question. Has any Griswoldy thing happened in your own personal holiday celebrations?
What was the question?
Have any Griswoldian things happened in your own personal vacation?
Many.
I think that's what everybody has in common. There's always that thank God now that we have this, there's always that moment when you go, oh, this is Griswold.
Yeah.
Absolutely
We're being
not.
Griswold.
There have been no Griswold things in my family. That I swear.
Everything's just smooth.
That's
smooth
what makes
as
the Griswolds so great.
Yeah.
The only family you can see, you have to see them on TV.
Yep.
Or I mean, in movies. No, nothing like
Nice.
that at all.
I guess
Everything's
that's-
very controlled in my family. I control it.
Okay.
It's fun setting up makeshift bedrooms in the house.
Yep.
Like I have a pretend room. It's in the office, so we put a bed in there to fit other guests. And then if anyone had cats with Christmas trees, that's always an adventure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, I still have my Clark Griswold pajamas. I wear them. I do wear them a lot, actually.
Yeah.
In fact, they're under these.
That's great. I think we're about out of time.
What do you mean? How do you know?
I just got the signal from the other side of the stage.
Oh,
We're
Let me
so
see
happy that
where?
you
Who
came.
did that?
Thank you for being here.
Thank you so much.
Thank you
Thank you
so
very much.
Thank you all.
Thank you.
Juliette Lewis, Randy Quaid, Beverly D'Angelo, Chevy Chase, National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
Thank you. Thanks a lot, everybody. Great to see you. Have a great Christmas. Have a great
Merry Christmas.
Thanksgiving.
Yeah. Merry Christmas.
So that was the panel.
Wow, good job.
Thank you.
know-
I was so nervous going into it. And that may have been obvious.
Yeah. And you know what? Since you haven't done the panel yet, in actuality, because we're recording this beforehand, you're still nervous.
Yep, sure am. Sure
So
am.
who knows what happened?
Yep.
Could have been like an explosion.
Yep.
But we're still playing it.
Seems weird. I know I'm going to poop my pants on stage.
Yeah, I think so.
But like, when I did it, it was as a bit.
I think you're going to shit your pants.
Nope.
What is that? What is the distinction here?
G-rated.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
true.
that's it.
Do you think the panel's going to stay G-rated in actuality? Do you think it is?
No, I don't.
Okay, good. I like that.
Yeah.
So we are here talking about Christmas. This is one of our Christmas episodes. We love
Yes.
to do a bunch of Christmas episodes every December, so we decided that this panel fit in pretty perfectly.
Yes.
And we wanted to talk about some of our favorite Christmas memories, some Christmas stuff that it's some of the Christmas stuff we like to do.
Yes.
Do you have anything?
Yeah, well, we're based in Rhode Island right
Yeah.
now. We're recording in Rhode Island.
Oops.
And home of the loudest chair arms in the world.
That's on the sign.
Yes.
Yeah.
And in North Attleboro, Massachusetts, right across the state line, is the La Salette Shrine.
Oh yeah.
And they do a big old honkin' light show.
That's one of my
every
favorites,
year.
too.
So maybe we get some toasty drinks and we walk around and look at the lights, and
Yeah, it's kind of. Is it a church? What is it?
it's a shrine.
It's a shrine.
Yes.
And they have this like building, but
Yep.
it doesn't take place in the building whatsoever.
No.
It's like this giant maze of things all around the building
Yep.
that are decorated with these lights. It's a real fun walk.
Yes.
It's a real fun, nice, cold, hot drink walk, like
Right.
Brad was saying. And I know what you're going to talk about.
Oh, yeah.
So we went there one time and they have a donkey.
Yeah, live donkey.
It kind of represents the manger, I guess,
Yeah.
something like that. and it has a sign above it. And the sign kind of says, it wants to say, don't feed me, brother Ron takes care of me.
Right.
And no, takes good care of me.
Right.
Don't feed me, brother Ron takes good care of me.
However,
And where they decided to cut it was after brother. Don't feed me, brother. And then on the bottom, Ron takes good care of me.
but they didn't have enough room for the word brother.
So they abbreviated it to bro, which is BRO period.
Yep.
So the sign says, don't feed me, bro. Ron takes good care of me.
And I know we're not the only ones who would have noticed this, but we were the ones who stood and laughed about it for the longest. I think now there's a shrine to us at the La Salette Shrine.
Yeah, it was, and it's funny because it's don't feed me, bro.
Yep.
And then Ron is the perfect name to go with someone who would say bro.
It's such a silly little thing.
Yeah.
Like, like this La Salette, it's, a lot of people are looking at it as like sacred space.
Yeah.
And we're like,
Don't feed me, bro.
and we're just yelling it.
We were dying.
Went out for dinner afterwards. We're yelling at each other at the restaurant, the
Yeah.
whole thing.
Yeah.
And so that's the La
was
Salette
fun.
Shrine is like a nice, fun place to go
Yeah.
to have a nice cold walk with a hot drink. However, the donkey, which may or may not still be a part of the display.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
I love it,
One of
buddy.
my faves.
I love it. Let's see. What else we got? What do you think?
We did, we also one year, and this just happened to work out, we did a lantern walk in Newport, Rhode Island, and learned
Oh.
about historical Christmas things like traditions from hundreds of years ago,
Yeah.
how they would do. However, the night we were there, I think there were 5 of us on the tour,
Yeah.
like in our group, and then a larger tour group. As we were walking through the streets of Newport, visiting these historic homes, in between our modern establishments, and we had the first like real snowfall of the year.
Oh, yeah.
And it was like magical.
That was magical.
And then people kept leaving the tour and they're going into like current bars or restaurants or just going back to their warm cars, and we were in it. We were in it all the way of
Yeah.
like, oh, this beautiful like Christmassy experience. It was early in December when we went, and it was like it really felt like it kicked off the Christmas experience for us that year.
Oh, without a doubt. No, that was great.
Yeah.
That was very fun. And there was something I wanted to talk about pretty specifically.
Okay.
But before I get into it, because
Yes.
it's kind of not an experience people can relate to, I think, for the most part.
Okay.
So if you have a fun Christmas tradition you do or a favorite Christmas memory, write us at funbearables@gmail.com. We'd
Yes.
love to hear about it. No, the thing I wanted to talk about was, if you're new to the podcast, if you're old to the podcast, we did a show called the Chuck and Brad Podcast before we started this show, Funbearable.
Yes.
It led right up to it. Like we hit episode 580 of the Chuck and Brad Podcast.
We sure did.
The next week was episode 1 of Funbearable. It was just a newer version of Chuck and Brad Podcast.
Right.
So before we did that, before we got up to doing Funbearable, we did the same kind of thing as we do now, where we did some stories, some scripted stuff. We do some panels. We have a lot of very creative scripted episodes, and we also do some game episodes.
We do.
And one of the things I love most when I think about my Christmas past is our 2016 Christmas games episode.
It was a lot.
It was a lot. So what we did was we took a bunch of our friends. It was either 4-on-4 or 5-on-5.
Counting us, 6-on-6.
Really?
Yeah, there were 12. There were 13 people at the table because we had one sound engineer, and it was 6. Like counting, I had a team with 5 people. Chuck had a team with 5 people.
So it was 12. So it was 6 microphones, and it was just across from each other. So there was a total of 12
That's
people.
correct. Yes.
Holy shit.
Yep.
That's crazy.
It was.
So anyway, it was really fun. Brad and I obviously came up with all the games, and we wanted to make them super unique to what we were doing.
Yes.
And then everyone just got together and creatively came up with, their responses to the games, their answers. Because it wasn't like, oh, we're playing this game on the table or we're doing this thing. It was like creative games where we had to write stories, write
Right.
songs, write poems, write things, and then decide whose was better throughout the game.
Right.
So we thought that maybe because that hasn't been part of Funbearable yet, because we haven't done anything like that on Funbearable yet, we might go through some of it.
Yeah.
You want to do that?
Yeah, I think so.
So let's see. How should we start this? What do you think? I'm trying to think of the actual segments we're doing and where we should begin.
I think ruin a movie.
Okay.
Since, we talked about Christmas Vacation, obviously, in the panel.
You go. Right.
So what we did for ruin a movie was find a way to summarize it, almost to Twitterify it.
Yes.
Where you boil a movie plot down to its base components. And, maybe once you do that, you find that the movie sounds like a completely different movie.
Yeah. And do you want me to read some of the games that we had?
Sure.
So basically we did this big games episode and it was, I guess, 6 on 6. And so the way we did it was first, what would you call it? First round.
Yeah.
Was we had to come up with creative team names and those were judged. And that way, whoever had the most creative team name would get points on that. So we would do that as the first thing because we kind of wanted to make the game a game in itself.
Yes.
Second thing was we did some Christmas trivia, a very small amount. Brad came up with the Christmas trivia. Then we did Ruin a Christmas Movie, which at the time it was supposed to be as long as a tweet, like you were saying.
Yep.
Then you had to write a 'Twas the Night Before Christmas style poem about the other team.
Yes.
So both teams had to present that. We played the game What Celebrity is in My Bed, which is essentially 20 questions, but it's about you have to come up with an obscure celebrity, and the other team can only ask yes or no questions to guess what that celebrity is.
I'll say one of the celebrities in my team's bed was the pizza driver or the driver for Little Nero's Pizza in Home Alone. So that's how obscure we went with it.
You have to go obscure, baby. That's part of the game.
It took forever.
Oh, yeah.
It was.
I probably edited down to half the time.
Yeah,
and it was
still
forever.
too long. Yeah,
yeah, that was fun. You had to do a Christmas song parody. Each team had to come up with one song parody about the other team. You had to confess shameful secrets that really happened to you that had to do with Christmas. And then finally was a game called Christmas Deception, which was essentially one member of the team had a crazy thing happen to them on Christmas, and all the members had to say it, and then they get questioned, and you have to guess which team member on that team actually had that thing happen to them. So it was a really fun, creative night with so many people. It's really rare that you're sitting there with 13 people or 12 of your friends, I guess, and playing Christmas games all night.
Yes.
I actually have some footage of that. You know that? I put up a GoPro in the corner.
I don't remember.
I would love to put some of that out, but I wonder how much I actually filmed.
Yeah.
Well, maybe we'll look it up. Who knows? But yeah, we wanted to go through some of the stuff today. I don't remember most of it. How much do you remember?
Oh, very little. Like we were trying to figure this out, and I'm like, oh, Little Nero. But I never would have gotten it.
Never. We thought that maybe the Funbearable audience, maybe the new people, who knows, would enjoy hearing some of the written comedy that we've done over the years. That continues on Funbearable. We do a lot of different episodes like this. We just came out with our Thanksgiving episode with our continuing character, Gibby the Thanksgiving Ghoul, that comes by every year. We had some scripted stuff on our Halloween special. And who knows what our Christmas special will be this year, but we love doing this kind of creative stuff. All right, do you want to go through some of these Ruin a Christmas Movie?
I'm only finding our Christmas stuff from 2019, not this one. So you go ahead and start while I track down this document.
I don't need to go through all of them, but I wanted to go through a couple of them. So your whole thing was kind of like you had to create a situation, create like a really misleading synopsis of the movie you're talking about.
Yes.
Our first one, Die Hard. An unkept tank top enthusiast ruins Christmas for a wealthy German entrepreneur while silently seeking a podiatrist.
Terrible.
That was great. Are you kidding me? Home Alone. A man simply trying to shovel his sidewalk on Christmas must stop a night of hobo-related carnage that includes repeated stabs, burns, and blunt force trauma, inspired bum fights. I love that one. And it's funny because I don't remember who wrote these.
Right.
We had such big teams that everyone contributed to it. You should have screenshotted it like me.
Yeah, I should have. All right, I found my document.
Nice.
Yes.
That's why we call you the Document King.
Yeah, that's what we call me. So Die Hard, for our team, joyous company Christmas party is interrupted by grouchy wizard. Hudson Hawk's Patronus is a machine gun.
Ooh, that's pretty damn good.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. All right, let's see. I also did Home Alone.
Okay.
Yep.
Home Alone. Neglected child displaces anger against family on the disenfranchised.
That's good.
Yes.
Santa Claus. An accidental murder and an ancient curse cause a man to spend 11 months assuming his victim's identity. Excessive hair growth.
After accidentally killing an immigrant, a man finds he must assume the identity of the man he has killed.
An immigrant. Oh, yeah.
He's from the North Pole.
That's good.
Yeah.
All right, Charlie Brown Christmas. A bullied child with alopecia attempts to direct Christmas play. Bible verses and a poor grasp of horticulture affect his psyche.
Depressed hydrocephalic cancer patient
Oh, my God.
struggles with faith and is aided by neighbor with blanket fetish.
The Grinch. A fuzzy, manic-depressive alien severely misunderstands holiday traditions. The town ignores his blatant animal abuse in exchange for feast assistance.
Xenophobic town receives just desserts. Laws of physics broken.
That one's great.
Yeah.
Jingle All the Way. A children's toy drives two men to the brink of sanity. One is a postal worker who blows up a building filled with policemen. The other is an Austrian bodybuilder who believes that he has become the toy and ruins a Christmas parade.
Terminator goes on non-stop hunt to collect bounty on Iron Man imposter.
That is great. Yep. Oh, man. Elf. A deranged Benjamin Button copycat with a penchant for screaming must face his delusions about health, eating habits, and magic. A second act arrest doesn't stop his manic episodes.
Regressed man-child from small town struggles to connect with his birth father and find romance in modern NYC.
That's good. Mm-hmm. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. In this inspiration for Basketball Diaries, a teenager with a physical deformity is ostracized. Santa barely stops a school shooting by finding a way to capitalize on the weirdo.
Freak Off the Leash.
Oh, that's pretty damn good. Mm-hmm. Wow, I don't remember that. I should have remembered that. A Christmas Story. A metaphorical tale of the rise of fascism in the 40s. Representing German society, an innocent young boy is governed by a rage-filled father who pushes him to obsessive and increasingly violent fantasies of taking up arms. The film is a stark portrayal of innocence lost to the hounds of war.
Wow.
Yep.
That's a lot.
It sure is. Now, these were supposed to be 140 characters.
Yeah, I think we were looser with Rudolph and A Christmas Story.
Sure were.
The lamp is the most memorable thing in the movie. Young boy lives with verbally abusive father and codependent mother. His desire for a gun to fulfill his fantasies takes over his life. His father's perversions are on display for the neighborhood to see. Finally, the boy gets his gun, and injuries result.
I like it. Frosty the Snowman. Terminal man spends worrying amount of time with local children. Facing his inevitable final moments before the life leaves his coal black eyes, he vows to come back for the children and the children's children. Also, he got a hat.
A man wearing only a hat melts to death in front of children.
That's good.
Yep.
That's really good. That was one of my favorite things in the Christmas games. But my actual favorite thing came from a later Christmas games episode. We actually did a live episode in 2019. Mm-hmm. And those Christmas games, there was a lot of similar stuff. There was a lot of similar, it was live at this small bar.
Yep.
That held about 50 people. It was sold out.
Yep.
We were on stage. It was 2-on-2 with a judge. And one of my favorite things that we did that I think is really, really fun is the roast of Tiny Tim.
Yes.
And we had a small man come out, dressed as Tiny Tim.
Yes.
With crutches.
Yes.
And both teams had to roast this man. So I was thinking that maybe we could go through our roast jokes.
All right. Tiny Tim, you rickets-having motherfucker. Tiny Tim is so poor, he has to get a coupon just so he can pay attention. This joke was written in the 1950s.
That's good. To excuse your terrible joke.
Yes.
Tiny Tim, you noodle-legged, black-lunged, doomed, ugly child. Don't breathe on me. Tiny Tim coughs a lot, limps, and never stops saying he's freezing. Pick a disease, drama queen. You know what would be a Christmas miracle? If for once this piece of shit died in Act 1.
I guess continuing along those lines, our team, our second joke was Tiny Tim should die and decrease the surplus population. Not because he's poor, just so none of us will have to look at his stupid weasel face anymore.
Now, that was kind of a joke about the guy playing
It sure was.
wasn't it?
Sure was, yeah.
Pretty cruel.
Yep.
My favorite thing about Tiny Tim is that he believes his family actually wants him to stay alive. He's dumb enough to think that his poverty-ridden parents are happy to have another temporary mouth to feed, when the truth is that every time he goes to bed, the family Cratchit prays for a terminal coughing fit they pretend not to hear.
Ouch.
Yeah, it was cruel.
And our third and final joke. Hey, Tiny Tim, you've got an old man paying your bills these days. Wonder why that is. Rumor has it old Scroogey calls you Tiny Tim not because of your stature, but because of your young, tight anus. He said it's like sticking his old shriveled prick in a Chinese finger trap.
You only had 3?
We only had 3.
I have 13 more.
I know you do.
What's the only good thing about Tiny Tim? If you buy him a pair of shoes, it turns into 3 gifts. One is the first shoe. When that wears out, you've got the other. And then the third gift is a shoebox. Perfectly good coffin for Benjamin Unbuttoned over here.
Yep.
Wait, just a thought of another good thing about him. You only need 1 pallbearer.
I think the reason you have so many more is because one of our things in this game's episode was you could do something special for the judge.
Oh, yeah.
And my team made her a gingerbread house and decorated it with her name. And your team chose to write 10 more roast jokes about Tiny Tim.
Yeah, I think so. I'm going to let you read some of these so we can kind of switch back and forth. You want to read the next one? A shoe?
Yep.
Let's do it.
A shoe. No, I didn't sneeze. That's just what Tiny Tim asked for Christmas.
Another shoe joke.
A shoe. One lone shoe for the foot he has. But don't feel bad, people. Don't feel bad. People don't mention this, but Tiny Tim is actually 32 years old, living with his parents and refusing to get a job.
All right. He has a crutch, not for any disease or malady, but because he slipped on his own cum Thanksgiving night and twisted his ankle. It's a temporary injury, Tim. The ghosts were going to visit Tim that night, but were turned off by his constant masturbating.
That was why you were why you were using a crutch that year.
Yeah, that's right. I think it's horrible that Tim is pretty womaning his sugar daddy Scrooge just because Mrs. Cratchit's uterus crapped out 6 months into a 9-month pregnancy.
Yeesh.
This half-baked bastard is draining the system, his family, and his unwashed Victorian-era penis dry. Everyone at the table for dinner says, "What's that smell?" "It's my horrible crippled dick, sir." Bonus jokes. Want to read a couple? These are one-liners.
All right. The Cratchits are so poor, they could only afford half of a kid.
That's a solid joke. That's good.
Seeing Tiny Tim reminds me of my childhood, but only because I used to put my ugliest G.I. Joes in a blender.
That's great.
Tim.
I didn't write that one. That was our buddy.
You're so sickly. When I first met you, I thought I had the 6th sense.
That's great too.
Yep.
Those are from our old buddy.
Yeah.
Timmy, you're so fucked up. You look like shit. In 1840s London. Mission Tim Possible. No. Temporarily out of order. Pinocchio was more of a real boy. Timothy, you're such a sickly little fuck. I saw a kid with the plague, and next to you, he looked like he belonged on a Wheaties box.
Wow.
Now that's solid.
I like that people are going to watch this episode and be like, wow, Christmas Vacation. I love that movie, PG-13.
Yeah, I know. There's not boobs in... Oh, yeah, you're right. There's only side boob in Christmas Vacation.
Looking at whiny Tim, there's one thing I know for certain, that Bob and his wife are brother and sister. Tim, you living cocktail shrimp. I just want to break off your bottom half and throw it in a dumpster amongst the garbage where it belongs.
That is, wow. All this talk about Tim Boy's fucked up leg, and we're not even going to mention his insanely small dick. Hey, uneven hawking. Crippled dogs have a hard time finding a loving home, and they have 3 good legs.
Wow.
I was proud of these.
Yeah.
I was really proud of this stuff that we came up with. For
The
that
idea
show.
of roasting like a child.
An innocent person.
Right.
Is that's very, very fun.
Yeah.
I think it adds a lot to the whole thing.
Yeah, it's very,
I love
it's a
those.
very fun premise.
Oh yeah, I love those Christmas games episodes. I'm glad we got to do 2 of them.
Yeah.
And I love coming up with creative, parts of the game that are actually part of the game.
Right.
Like coming up with the different Christmas team names, as well as the extra gifts for the judges
Right.
that are just like random things you can do during it. For us, it was 10 extra roast jokes for Tiny Tim.
Right.
Who is the judge? Our buddy
Liz Moniz.
our buddy
was the
comedian
judge.
Liz Moniz,
Yeah.
and she was shooting straight down the middle.
Yep.
I'd love to do another Christmas games
I
episode.
would too, but I just,
I don't know.
Getting people together, it's so difficult.
It's hard, and you know what? Our main Christmas episode is coming up.
yeah.
It's interesting.
Just a shame that we couldn't do Christmas games as our big annual Christmas episode.
Actually, I think we might still have time to pull one together. Maybe a 3-on-3
I mean,
with a Christmas judge named Brad.
could be. I don't know where we'd find one of those.
Do you think we could pull it off?
I think, look, the future is unwritten, as our good friend Natasha Bedingfield says.
You always bring
I
her
always
up.
bring it back.
You always bring it
Yeah.
back to old Betty.
Yep.
That's what you call her.
Yes.
But we'll have to see what we do
Yeah,
for our
could be
Christmas Man
anything.
episode. We
Could
don't
be
know
anything.
yet.
Could
We
be
don't
anything.
know.
Could
We
be
don't know. Stay tuned. I hope the Funbearable audience might have some ideas about what it could be.
Yeah. But yeah, those of you who stuck with it the whole time, thank you so much for sticking around.
Yeah.
If you have questions, comments, concerns, or otherwise, send us an email, funbearablepod@gmail.com, or find us on socials at funbearablepod. We're always happy to hear from all y'all. Thank you to the Christmas Vacation cast that was on the panel. Thank you to Rhode Island Comic Con and Altered Reality Entertainment for, putting together the Rhode Island Comic Con and all
Yeah.
the hosting work that goes with it. We really do appreciate it.
For sure.
And thank you to Chuck Staten for being here.
And thank you to you, buddy.
Oh,
and all the creative stuff we've done over the years.
It's been a lot.
We've done a lot of Christmas fun stuff, and I'm happy to keep it going.
Yeah.
Yeah, buddy.
Well, folks, that's all we've got for Chuck Staten. I'm Brad Rohr saying thank you so much. And we're sorry for being Funbearable.
So if we were to do a Christmas games
Yeah,
episode,
but how could we?
do we know 6 people that would do it with us?
We've burned a lot of bridges.
You know what? Looking at that picture from 2016, we've burned a lot of
the
bridges.
75% of those bridges are burned.
I got to be honest. I have more burned bridges than built bridges.
Yeah,
I got to be, that's how it's true.
Yeah.
That's how it's going.
What about tunnels?
What is the...
Bridge and tunnels.
I know, but what is the...
Well, I mean, you can't burn a tunnel.
That's true.
I'm just saying, if you want to connect two land masses, you can use a bridge or you can use a tunnel.
Okay.
You can't burn a tunnel.
You can't burn a tunnel.
In a world where there ain't nothing to laugh about, they're two special idiots now. Hear me out. Chuck's laugh is Friday.